Sarkodie is going to host a show, RapperHolic show at the Kumasi Sports Stadium or the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. And for me, I know they see the sense in it. I know they understand why we would allow the show to happen at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, a stadium that in 2024, 2023, the Confederation of African Football actually banned it from hosting African championships and for, allowing some important games to happen at that stadium because continuously we fail to maintain it. The pitch was not meant for purpose because we've degraded the pitch and we've actually damaged it to the irreparable degree where, we've allowed shows and funerals and, church services to be held on it. The Baba Yara Sports Stadium is not a multi-purpose sports stadium. It's about where we can actually remove the pitch and bring some stage and allow, other activities to happen on it. It is not built for that. And the grass is not as quality enough to withstand the pressure that comes with hosting a show like RapperHolic on it, where we expected that, it to be a flop though, but you know what it means to have 20,000 people jumping and putting pressure on their page. That was just, recently revamped. We spent millions and we allow shows to be held on it for just our parochial interest. I don't fucking understand it. As a people, we are not thinking. I don't know why our leaders are allowing this to happen. It's not even about Sarkodie per se. But continuously, we've allowed our stadium to be manhandled. This does not happen in any other part of the world. RapperHolic concerts should not be held at the sports stadium. If you are a serious nation, you are very, very concerned about sports facilities and you are ready to maintain certain standards. You are not ready. I know and I know Sarkodie is a very wise and, intelligent guy. And I had to ask him, Sarkodie, do you think it is very, very reasonable for you to host your show on the Baba Yara Sports Stadium that we spend millions of Ghana cedis to revamp? Is there a strategy in place where you restore the pitch after you've actually, put pressure on it following your RapperHolic show? That is not going to serve any purpose. And then at the end of the day, what is the show going to say? It is just an entertainment. It's not going to bring anything to the nation. It's just a show that is going to allow people to come there. Then you take your money, then you leave. RapperHolic show, what national purpose is the show going to serve? What cultural purpose is it going to serve? What tourism purpose is it going to serve? That we should allow our pitch to go through that pressure and that damage. I don't know how much they pay the National Sports Authority, which is actually mandated under our constitution to protect our pitches and our stadiums. I don't know how much they pay them. I don't know how much the Ministry of Sports is. I don't know the kind of authority they have or the power they have to stop this, but I am saying this on authority that the RapperHolic show should not happen at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. There should be an alternative avenue or venue for it to happen. In Accra, we have the, Grand Arena. That is where Sarkodie always hosts the RapperHolic concert. Why doesn't he host the RapperHolic concert at the Accra Sports Stadium? Because continuously we've actually degraded and damaged our sports stadiums. Our pitches are nothing to write home about. When it comes to Africa, Ghana has one of the most deplorable, stadiums. The state of our stadiums across the country is nothing to write home about. They are in deplorable state. They are in sad state. When you go to the Esupron Sports Stadium, you cry for yourself. Even the Lagos Sports Stadium, go and check the facilities. Go and check the urinal. Go and check the washrooms. Go and check the quality of the pitch. Go to the Boteman Sports Stadium. Go and check the quality of the pitches. Go to the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. Go and check it. We are always damaging stuff. And we will throw millions of Ghana cedis at them in the name of fixing them. Then the next moment you have people like Sarkodie go on their pitches to damage them. And we are allowing this to happen as a country, bro. It's in the name of entertainment. RapperHolic, what kind of value does it add to our lives? What kind of prestige? A local champion is trying to flex his muscles every year. But there's nothing new. It's just going to stand on the stage and just do something to damage the pitch. It's not going to give people even value for money. It's just the same rap. It's just the same flow. It's just the same, outcome. Nothing new. You guys in Kumasi, it's just going to, it's just going to capitalize on the fact that you guys have an inherited loyalty towards him, right? So it's just going to capitalize on that to take money from you guys. And yet, value beyond the Kwakumabo. So if you're in the Ashanti region, look at the value of the sports stadium. Look at the prestige of the sports stadium. Look at, the kind of fun and entertainment that the sports stadium brings to Kotoko and the people in the Kumasi metropolis. Just oppose that with what Sarkodie is going to offer you by damaging the pitch in the long run. Sarkodie in 2025. What are you telling me, What What are you telling me? So me, I'm writing a petition to the National Sports Authority and the Ghana Football Authority, whatever, Football Association, whatever, that our sports stadium needs to be preserved. You are not the years and the days of allowing our sports stadium to subjected to damage and allowing people to just hold shows on it. It is over. No RapperHolic show in our stadiums. No Shatawale Fest in our stadium. No Beam Nation, whatever, in our stadiums. Our stadium should be reserved exclusively for sporting activities. Look at how they do at the Kumasi Sports Stadium anytime when they are holding the inter-colleges or inter-zonals, whatever games. After every game, look at the pitch. Look at the state of the pitch. That should stop. You spend millions to revamp it. CAF banned you, FIFA banned you, from playing your games at the sports stadium. And a new government comes into place and you guys are trying to revamp the sports stadium. And the first thing you are going to do is to allow Sarkodie to actually, rap on it and damage it. Where is the sense in this? Where is the fucking sense in this? If Kumasi does not have an alternative avenue or venue for hosting shows, they should actually get one. The Ratchet, whatever, they can go there. You can do it at the forecourt of the Mensha Palace. You can do it at the forecourt of the sports stadium. Right? But you're not supposed to enter into the sports stadium and actually invade our pitch in the name of, some RapperHolic Homecoming where you're not going to offer anything to the populace. I really bore. I know they see the sense in this. This is not personal attack or some targeted, approach or something. My concern is that stadiums in our countries or stadiums in our countries should be used for sporting activities, but should not be used to host shows like RapperHolic and others. Convention, nobody calls sports stadiums. Obi Bewari, nobody calls sports stadiums. Chess services, nobody calls sports stadiums. Everything is sports stadium. It is a sports stadium for crying out loud. Sports stadium for sporting activities. So it is very simple. The demand is very, very simple. The National Sports Authority and the Ministry of Youth and Sports should promptly revoke the permission for the RapperHolic Homecoming event to take place on the pitch of the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. That is the first demand. Second demand, consideration should be given to alternative locations such as the KNUST Great Hall, Kumasi Jubilee Park, or the forecourt of the Baba Yara for the concert. Number 3, a clear policy should be established regarding the hosting of non-sporting events in national stadiums, ensuring that the playing surfaces are reserved exclusively for sporting activities. And 4, authorities must prioritize the long-term sustainability of the stadiums over immediate financial benefits. It's always about some financial benefits. Look at the sustainability of our pitches. That should be the focus of the NSA and the Ghana Football Association and the Ministry of Sports. You don't allow that. I don't see that in any part of the world. People will make, comparison to Wembley. Do you have Wembley kind of stadiums in Ghana? Do you have the maintenance culture alone that the UK people have? Do you have it in Ghana? We don't have that. Ours is to use and sport. I don't know if you say any attraction and any say at the food be prepared. That is our approach to life. That's why everything is in deplorable state, from our roads to our hospitals to every shit. What I said. So we are not going to allow that to happen. Sarkodie should get an alternative place to host the RapperHolic Homecoming. Nobody fucking cares about what is RapperHolic. The RapperHolic in September, or what is the essence of that? The relevance is gone. So you are trying to, do something so that people will feel like, hey, you are still relevant. Why should you host, RapperHolic in September of a year? September of a year, which is a very busy month, and people are trying to fend for themselves. They are trying to host, a RapperHolic show, which is even going to further damage our pitches. Ghanaians cannot remain indifferent when our beloved sports stadium, faces misuse. We're not going to allow that to happen. So yeah, it is not a personal attack or anything, but I feel like at the end of the day, our stadium should be reserved for sporting activities alone. Nothing less, nothing more, bro. So Sarkodie, bro, a personal appeal to you. Your people, you can change the venue. You can tell people that, yeah, if they move to new venue, they will still come. I didn't say you'll be big. If you'll be big, then go come. Then go pull up. But our pitches are no-go area, bro. If you really want to push for things to be done, push for the fact that we should have national theater kind of, locations in the Kumasi metropolis. The previous government led by Nana Akufo-Addo actually promised to build national theaters in every region. Where are they? Where are they? Everything via Kumasi Sports, everything via Baba Yara. Then, money any other place, and Baba Yara ni you want come to me. What's up? You should be pushing for national, theater to be pushing for, conference center to be pushing for grand arenas to Kumasi. That is the essence. That is the real, fact. Because at the end of the day, we don't have any top-notch or state-of-the-art, facility that can actually host shows in Kumasi. That's why all the shows that come to Ghana, they are hosted in Accra. We don't have Independence Square kind of, facility or capacity in even Kumasi. What you say? So we'll be pushing for the right things to be done, not that you go and invade the stadium and destroy our pitches. That is a no-go area. If you want to do any campaign, instead of being on the street and be shouting and letting people know that you're Sarkodie, which nobody fucking cares, because you don't fucking feed anybody, right? Nobody fucking cares. You could actually use a megaphone to tramp up the fact that a new, reasonable and special facilities should actually be built in Kumasi for shows. So now, we're not going to sit down for our facilities to be destroyed. Push for the right things to be done. Write to the Creative Arts Authority. Push for right things to be done. Push for reforms. Push for construction of facilities that can host shows. You know that you go to Kumasi and go and do something at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium and destroy our pitch. That is never going to happen.